this is Brad. So he has to watch his head. Okay. Hey, Henry! Brad is one of the crew. He's been sailing hundreds of miles.
Thousands.
And he will be just slide right back.
Harry, for the camera, can you explain what this boat is?
Freedom.
So I guess you guys are familiar with, bags coming on board boats and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So Henry, you need to watch yourself. The boat was designed for paraplegics, and he said, but we're so impressed the way how functional it is. So you just have to watch your head. There's only a few touch points. But the right where Claudia is right now, there's a table that pops up, so it did a great use of space. And this is where we took President and Mrs. Bush out sailing, and he drove the boat for over an hour, and then had lunch right here, and it was really so the boat's very comfortable for us. So come on inside the salon. So just watch, you made it okay. So this is the salon, and here's the galley over here. And what you see over here used to be like a little dinette, but for this type of cruising, a bed is set up here, and when they leave here, either tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on the weather, they're going to go a straight run all the way to Annapolis. So it's going to take them about 5 days. Right up here, the whole boat can be operated. We've got the navigation stations, the radar, all systems on the boat can be turned on and off here. All communications is taking place here. Push buttons to raise the sails. These are the halyards. Okay. So the sails raise, and the jib and Genoa up front, their roll of furl. So, and you'll see when they put up the painted sail. Yeah. I guess that's our piece of art. Royal Caribbean, you guys have done a pretty good job with art on your ships.
Cool.
And then this is to get down below. There are lifts.
I think you're gonna go down, right?
Will.
There it is.
So, how about you being our model?
I think your dog
I think he wants to go down too.
Yeah.
Watch it, Wolfie.
Wolfie, back up.
He'll move. So, and down below. And this is just this technology. It's all hydraulic, and it's and then it's and cable, but it's quick, right, Claudia? With what you've seen, and then there's two berths. There's a berth in back and forward, and it's low, as you can see, for the wheelchairs. But it's very functional for our purpose, and really, we only know of one other boat this size that is this accessible, so we're pretty proud of that fact.
Yeah.
And when we pull into the ports of call that we come into, the majority of the people that we take out that are in wheelchairs and their families have never been on a boat. And so they come in with a little fear. And this past year, while we were in Boston, which for us was one of our most inspirational stops. We had Spalding Rehab, and we had newly injured, less than a month into their injuries, and one mom was trying to drag her son out to get onto the boat, and he wouldn't go, and she wouldn't take no for an answer. And then just getting out on that boat for 2 hours, he went back with a whole new sense of enthusiasm. Like, okay, life's not going to be that bad. I'm going to get through this. And so that's what we feel, to be able to share that with the person with the disability, and then with the mom. Because here's the mom, like, oh my God, my kid, he's 22 years old, what's gonna happen? So ended up the experience in Boston. They said, oh, you must come back next year because the tall ships are going to be in town. And then we contacted the Tall Ship International, and they said, well, join us in Canada. And so we're going to go from Boston up around to Quebec City, and then back around. And this is where, with Royal Caribbean, with your help, just logistically and helping us connect, and then messaging is something that this is a lot of hard work that we're embarking on. And so we want to get a good message out there. We want to capture it. And we heard, I don't know if we told you, Ron, but NBC Nightly News is going to do their inspiration session or whatever story.
Doing it, Carrie Sanders?
No, a guy, Jim Seidel.
Seidel. Yeah.
He's from. He happened to be walking by here with Rich Beckman. You know Rich? He's from UM in the film school. And he said, oh, there's the Impossible Dream. He called us and said, hey, my daughter would love to get on board, but it just didn't work out. And then he made a pitch to NBC, and so they're going to come to Boston, and they want to do the story in Boston. So we're pretty excited about it.
Jim used to be with the Weather Channel originally, before NBC bought the Weather Channel.
Oh, really? Okay.
And she's been silent there, but her husband is one of the news producers. He's deputy news producer for NBC.
Oh, really? Wow. Nice.
So it's good contact.
Is
I
he
was trying to get him over here, but he's stuck. They just came back from an assignment in Cuba for about 3 days, so he's stuck over at the studios.
This boat went to Cuba.
Oh, did?
We went last year in the Conch Republic Cup. Sailed from Havana
Oh, yeah. I remember
to
that.
Veradero to Havana,
Wow.
and then Havana back to Key West. It's quite the trip. So we're excited to to have you guys learn about this, and part of this is why we have you here. We want to, like, Miami inspired, like my dream type. We're trying to work on messaging, and where Miami has created some incredible things. Shake a leg. Not that we're that incredible, but we are unique. There's not many places where people with disabilities can come and integrate with able-bodied people, and in 2 weeks there's going to be 400 kids on site, and there's half of them have disabilities, and everyone's
This is for the camp?
for the camp. So for 10 weeks, the kids are out here swimming, sailing, and paddling, and he started out as a little kid.
That's correct. I've been here. I started here when I was 10 years old, and
Really?
yeah, it definitely changed my perspective on disabilities.
And so that's what we want to do. We want to carry this messaging along, and any ideas you have, any contacts, and these ports of call that we go to invite them, because we're in this for the long run, and we're looking for, while we're in ports, not only people with disabilities, but philanthropists that are looking for a good value, want to make a change in people's lives, and how do we use this boat? For us, our big dream now is we're working with designers. We've got an 80-footer that's being designed because people kept hitting their head, so we figured we might as well do something.
Is that a catamaran also?
Catamaran also, but that's a big project, and we're going to use this whole sail to talk about it and form alliances, and then like Royal Caribbean, what you guys doing, talk about a dream company that promotes dreams and that lives on the water and developed that whole cruising industry that has started here. This is how do we become an ambassador for Miami and the water, and then things happen on the water too. You think differently, and so the conversations out on the water, that's what we want to try to stimulate, and then when we come back, we'll have taken over 1,000 people sailing. Hopefully we've got thousands more through the media seeing us, and then hopefully creating alliances to people to come down here when it's cold everywhere else, like if they're at Providence or something.
How long has Shake a Leg been in?
25 years.
25 years.
So how many people are on the boat at one time? When you sail, how many people do you have?
Like the crew that's going to take this from here to there, it's either six or seven, I think, and then it will be average 4 to 6 everywhere else. The big trip from Boston to Caracat, which is like 900 miles around Nova Scotia.
Wow.
2 paraplegics.
Wow.
Who it's been on their bucket list. These guys are in their 60s and have always dreamed of an ocean, going out in the ocean, an ocean sail.
Sailing.
So this is where you have to have
Fantastic.
experience. So we have a good solid crew on that, and then there's the crew. So there'll be 6 on that for that journey.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
here,
Harry, great
let's come
stuff.
out here and breathe. I want to show you the bow because this is the best part. This is where Claudia does her yoga.
Can I see down below? Is that
Oh
okay?
yeah.
Can you
Oh,
film
who'd
down
like
below?
to see below.
Q.
Would you let me bring this one up first?
There's another one. There's another one there? I wondered how is that
Oh.
we're gonna sleep on here. Yeah, there's another one over here.
Okay, hop on. Okay.
Wow.
It's got a
Have
lot
you
of
been down below?
No.
Have I been?
Yeah.
I've been down in Hemingway. Not this
But
one.
not this. Can you fit down below on your chair?
You want to test it?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, can I bring it up?
Ooh. You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
And these seats.
They rotate on here.
Right. At one point they came all the way over here, but
There we go.
the wheels hitting them is
Excuse me. Let me film her.
But they can
okay.
actually.
Now the button. See the button right there?
Yeah,
Push that
I feel like
down.
you have to move up a little bit more because I feel like it's still on.
About an inch more. There you go, right there.
She's good.
Your brakes on.
Yup. I know better.
No, I don't think it's. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it's stuck.
Go
Can you move
forward
up a little
bit.
more?
There?
Yeah, there. I hope.
See this here? Henry?
And that's fast.
I know. I was not expecting to go down so fast.
Oh.
Are you good
That
there?
is awesome.
Is that? I think that's good there, right?
Yep. I'm down.
That was really fast.
Yeah, that looks very fast.
Do you fit that way?
Let me take a picture.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to move because.
Then you can't get back on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Yeah, I fit, Harry. Yeah, ready.
Okay.
Super cool, man.
Super fast. I gotta get this perfect so it doesn't have it. position. Feet up. Yeah,
There you go.
you're good there.
Right there.
Straight back. There you go.
That is so awesome.
So it's very functional.
So were you able to get around down there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it fit.
It fit?
Yeah, it fit.
Let me try to go down.
Yeah, I just didn't want to move because then I would have to position myself perfectly into the elevator, and I was like, not gonna stress.
Although I think if you had like if this way had gone backwards, you might have been easier. And
Yeah.
Breeze.
I feel like that was the easier way.
Let me go right there and maybe see what Harry said.
So like able-bodied folks can sit down right here, and also you get out of your chair, go up onto the next.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a hammock.
Hey, do you want to go out there?
It's like a trampoline.
Yeah, go for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were lucky.
Wow. Very nice.
And it's 360 degrees around, so it's
I saw you literally like
it makes for you know, full access and full view, which is the other thing about catamaran sailing. Sometimes you're blocked in back and you don't get the breeze, and here you get the breeze.
Very nice. One more. I think I'm gonna check my phone and now it's
And make sure, I'll tell you the